And welcome back. And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Tenacious Turtle Tussle. Welcome back to another week, another broadcast here of the Tenacious Turtle Tussle number 32. I'm of course your VIP. With me, I am joined by these amazing players, at least some of them. God damn it. With these players, by the people in chat, and by my plushies as well. Welcome, one and all, to our bi-weekly dose of Open StarCraft. We are jumping into our first series, into our first PvT, or at least it was going to be a PvT, instead of jumping into a TVZ, as in the bottom right-hand corner. We have on Last Fantasy the American Terran player, the Green Terran. It is Patches. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, going for the initial pool first, we have the German Zerg player, the Blue Zerg. It is Jumy. Jumy. Here we go. Sorry, I do apologize for the impromptu start. Things got a little bit chaotic, as you can see in the chat here, and Jumy, he did not pick his main race. He has switched to Zerg, at least for game number 1. Oh boy, let's go. As they are looking for each other, of course, welcome one and all to Last Fantasy. Last Fantasy being a 3-player spawn map, and if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are they are going to be soon open, and place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. God, the banter, papi, the banter. But it's gonna be here. It's gonna be back, of course. Great to be back. Again, we're here every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks here with the Turtle Tussle. We're going for the Roach Rush. Never mind, we're going for the Roach Rush. Jumy, he has found the location of Patches. He is aware of where he is. We have Lings already moving out, and the Roach Warren has been thrown down. Patches, yes, he tells no lies. Did tell him where he was. Did tell him. And of course, Patches now coming with the SV Scout. He does confirm late expansion. Late hatchery here for Jumy. Is late hatchery. SAV moves in, likewise gets eyes on the earlier spawning pool, earlier gas mining, and we don't quite get confirmation of the Roach Warren not yet, but he has a piece of the puzzle. Like, he's aware of the late expansion of the early spawning pool. He's aware something is wrong, something is amiss. Right now, just focusing on home defense instead. Oh, and the Lings, they do slip in. It will delay the expansion. They will delay. Reaper breaks forward. So far, these things, they're going to be dealt with here, but I'm mainly concerned here by the scouting.
Are under attack.
By the lack of confirmation here, what's going on. The SCV is going to get picked up. Roaches are on the way, and Jumy, he commits to the all-in. He's committing here to the Roach Rush. Now, I'm assuming, actually, I was going to say all-in, but Link speed was not researched, so he's not going to be reinforcing with Lings. It looks like a Roach push and potentially droning behind this. We'll keep an eye on Jumy. But now, Roaches are going to be moving out across the map. Reaper is a bypass of Roaches. Yep, there we go. Droning is occurring. So this is not an all-in, but it is a rush. It is aggressive. And the Queen's out of position. Drone's going to be going down. Oh. At least underway. Doing a zone. Only one Queen in between the bases. The natural base is so exposed. But here we go. The Roaches, they just rally across the map. They rally towards that main. Bunker does finish, but there's nothing to fill up the bunker. And again, that low ground defense is ambitious here from Patches. And there's no salvage. Yeah, you cannot salvage. Bunker goes down. A nice pickoff already. Depot's under fire. And Jumy's chilling. Jumy, he's droning. He's droning up behind this, saturating his bases. Depot goes down. Reapers, they did race back home. Race all the way back. Oh, second Depot goes down. Second Depot, and Jumy, this is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand already here. Waddling in. Take another reactor. And mech. I just threw out Patches. Patches getting into mech from here, and he will eventually get there, going for his tank first, not Cyclone. But again, what the hell with the tank? He should be okay. Forces back the Roaches. Does punish. And with that, Patches holds. He does hold on. Behind this, going into Mechal Accelerators. Again, double factory, getting into a third factory as well, into Battle Mech. The problem, though, as you can see, is Jumy is fully saturated. He's fully saturated on 2 bases. He's taking his gases, getting his third base as well. The saturation supply is solid here for Jumy. It's looking good. And not much more concern for Patches. After this game, or after this series, we'll be going over the group itself, sorry, the bracket itself. Okay, we just kind of like jumped in. There's a lot going on, I'm sure. But for now, we are just setting up. Muling that natural. Trying to recover behind this full battle mech, going to Macfield and Blue Flame as well. And there is potential for Patches to maybe get behind some of these units, maybe get into a mineral line and reverse up some drones. There again is potential for that occurring. Jumy rushing to a 4th expansion very quickly. I mean, Jumy, he can afford to be greedy at the moment. Is he being too greedy, though? Is Jumy still droning? He's still just fully droning up his 3rd. I believe I mean, the lair is still in the way. The lair is late, so late roach speed as well. I want to believe here the Patches can punish, but he doesn't really have much to work with yet. He's still building up his Cyclones, his Hellions. Still waiting for an extra wave before pushing. And Jumy looks like he has begun roach production. He's content. He's content. He's almost on 3-base saturation. Airlords are being hunted down. Here comes the main army. And how many roaches are there? There's 7. Oh, Jumy supply blocked. Okay. Jumy, he is supply blocked. Army moves out. If Patches was aware of the 4th base, he could try to force a kill. Not even a cancel as the base does complete. There is potential. Speaking of Patches, he does confirm the base. Gets a drone. Yeah, goes to the expansion, and these roaches should not be able to save this. I say that Jumy is moving in. The base down to less than half HP. Can he target fire so far? Kiting against the roaches. He can trade well. And roaches are going down, getting 1, 2, 3, 4 roaches, diving further in. Remember, roach speed is not done, and that's going to be 3 more roaches going down. Nice pickoffs. From here, he has to kite back, getting even more roaches. That's going to be, what, 7, 8 roaches in total. Pulls away. Let's say 8, 13. I mean, that's including what we saw previously. There we go, 10. So 10 roaches go down, and the expansion. Very nice pickoffs here. Very nice trades out of Patches. Likewise, behind this, he's recovering economically, getting his 3rd CC up and running. Oh, he has to be careful there. He has to get out of here. Oh, the speed zones. Let's go. Does attempt to zoom away. There are a lot of side blockers here, so lock-ons are broken. But Patches, he trades well. Trades well for himself. Behind this can take his 3rd. Going into a Cloak Banshee. We have double Starport on the way for double Banshee production. Okay, I see you. So this was a really rocky start for Patches, and Jumy's still ahead. Like, Jumy's still in a decent position here. He's still on full 3-base saturation. Doesn't have a 4th base, but he does have a high, or he's working towards Infestation, working towards Infestors. Jumy still, I would say, is in a better position. But Patches, he's recovering. Despite the rocky starts, like, he's bouncing back. Still needs more, though. He needs more time. He needs that 3rd base up and running, and he needs some better trades as well. Because as amazing as those trades were, the reality is that Patches, his main army is still lacking. It's still quite small, and there is still potential for Jumy to just walk across the map. We're getting to that point. Alright, getting there. And speaking of Jumy, yeah, he does arrive. Does rock up here at the 3rd. Patch is going to be cutting back. CC takes a lot of hits, takes a lot of damage. Jumy moving forward will barely not catch the Banshee, but he denies the 3rd. That's all he has to do, just deny the 3rd base. As Patches, he needs time to build up his defenses here. Getting into Hyperflight Rotors, getting into Mass Banshee. Let's be careful there. Oh, those fungals. Oh my god. 1 Banshee goes down. Man, G sniped. Still no tank production. We've spoken about Last Fantasy in the past, but here the ramps and the choke points are actually very narrow on Last Fantasy. If we can get into a mass tank count to cover these ramps and cover these locations, then a Terran player can turtle up quite well here on this map. But they need those tanks, and so far Patches, he has yet to really invest into them. Just focusing on his own Banshee play. Hell is a bust into the mineral line. Drone's getting roasted, getting to 7 so far. 7 drones going down. Jumy, he doesn't care, he just moves in. Again, there's only one tank and it's too far back. Oh, and the CC, it's gonna go down massive piles. Aye, aye, aye. CC falls. Jumy pulls away. Oh, Jesus. As Jumy now is on proper 4-base saturation, 5th base, 6th base on the way, double expanding, Hive is already done, we got Ultras on the horizon, we have Vipers coming in as well. Jumy kind of getting into his own final form. It's still on Roach Ravager, but again, now incorporating Spellcasters, better upgrades. I say better upgrades, he still hasn't begun 2-2, which is a little bit concerning. So the main upgrades are lacking, but everything else, we're getting there. Anti-air is still lacking for Jumy as he never quite got a Spire. There we go. Finally, Spire is on the way. That's the one key structure that Jumy was missing. But even without it, he's still, again, looking terrifying. As Patches, he expands towards the top side. Tank production has begun once again. Up! Oh! Jimmy, calm down, papi, calm down. Ay, ay, ay. Este Jumy. Spaces are moving in. In. Oh. Catching up the main army. Nice pickoffs. Fungal will delay. Oh, we got the splits against the power bombs. Let's go. I mean, the Banshees, they're trading well for themselves, all things considered. They buy time, they trade well, they allow a greater army to build up here for Patches. I'm still concerned with the low tank counts. The tank count's still quite low, only 5 so far. But he's getting there. Both armies are maxing out. Patches back up to 81 SCVs, double expanding. This low ground base is very ambitious, and we don't expect it to get up and running. But sure, okay. I feel like this southern base is a little bit safer, you know, on the right hand side of the map. But okay, let's take the center expansion that's exposed. Este Patches. He's crazy, man. He's crazy, and it should not get up and running. Yeah, it's gonna be denied. Oh my god. As Patches, he runs into a wall of spores. Main army's moving in. Tanks are somewhat in position. And we spoke about this, right? Like, again, these ramps are very narrow. And if these tanks can siege up, these roaches, they should never get up the ramp. But now it's not about the roaches. Not anymore. It's about the broodlords. We have corruptors on the way. Ooh, ultras as well. I was about to say that we have a great respire, so we have access to broodlords. But alas, for now, we have ultra production from Jumy. That's quite an expensive investment, especially considering that they're lacking upgrades. That +1 carapace with kindness plating. Yo coming in. Patches out of position. Oh, this is still not going to be enough. Patches, he should still hold on. Takes out one of the Vipers. Nice lock-ons. Oh my god, gets another Viper. Another Viper goes down. Patches still attempting to expand. Yo, we got some free bases down here. It's okay. There we go. Base is now being taken. Hellion run by here towards that southern base. There were spores, but not much else. Oh, Patches in a brutal position, though. He's gonna get surrounded. Yeah, Lynx from one end, Ultras from the other, Mass Mining Cloud. And this was not it here for Patches. He does get caught out of position. And he's gonna lose everything. The tanks, the Cyclones, it all goes down. Unable to fortify himself. We spoke about the defensive potential here on top of the ramp, but alas, he doesn't make use of it. And with that, the base will fall. Ultras are rolling in. Likewise, Hellies, they do roast up a mineral line. That is true, but there's no main army. There's no main army here. There is nothing left. Ultras, they get into mineral lines. They get 38 SCV kills. And Jumy, he's remaxing on more Ultras, more Infestors. He's not done. And neither the Hellions. They get 26 drones. Jesus. The Hellions, they get so much damage. The Ultras should be enough. Oh. I'm just getting caught out. I mean, Jumy, he is burning through his bank, but I do still favor the army that Jumy's amassing. With Ultras, with Fungals. The Banshees have potential. One set Banshees. Looks like focused on the Infestors. Infestors going down. Ultras, they go for the dive. They get kited to death here. Jumy, is he bleeding out too much? I assumed that he would have enough to defend. But Jumy, he will lose almost everything. The Ultras, they get punished. I mean, Transfuse will keep them alive. But no, Sharp Patches is going to be overwhelming here. He breaks through that defensive line. Now he's moving in. Ah, no. Jumy, he got baited by the Ultra spot. Yeah, no. Oh, the Link Zone. Coming from behind. Good position here. Yeah, Lings, they will swallow up the army. Jumy, he's still in this. Ah. He's okay. Kind of. Still bleeding out more drones, though. Ooh. Yeah, the planetary is not long for this world. Banshees, they focus on whatever they can. Jumy now reinvesting into those Corruptors. And Jumy, he does snipe the expansion. Once again, it's going to be an expensive trade. Hellions are clearing a creep. Ultra goes down. Patches does have the more efficient army. He's scanning, looking for bases. Sees that there is none. Oh, catching an Infestor. These are some expensive losses here. And again, Jumy does not have a bank. Hellions didn't quite hunt down the second Infestor. Jumy's building up. He's done with Ultras. He's realized that maybe Ultras, I mean, they're amazing at breaking siege lines, but these are not siege lines. This is battle mech. So going back into Ravager, back into Infestor. If he can fungal the army, he can clean everything up. Speaking of, tries to from a flank. Tanks have arrived. Have arrived. Banshees, they delay expansions. No Spore. Uh-oh. Yeah, no Spores in position. Are there any Corruptors? It's 8. Have some Corruptors. Cyclones coming in to support. Tanks do siege. And Cyclones, they will zone the Corruptors away. By zone, I mean they just straight up kill. And Jumy out of position, trying to rotate over. Nice Fungal here on the main army. Does Fungal. Patches the Yasakai back. Tanks are on siege. Uh-oh. At least some of them are. It does pull away. And Jumy fights into siege tanks. He will lose everything. And Patches, he has finally done it. He breaks Jumy. Breaks through the main army. Takes down the expansion. Ah, no. Again, thankfully, Patches, he was set up for that fight. Tanks are ready. Yo, we have one Broodlord on the way. Let's go. Got one Broodlord. We got 3 Ultras. I mean, Ultras, I don't know if they're going to quite work out here, but nicely run bys. Patches, he's out of position. SCVs are going down. It's going to be 15 SCV kills. It's a lot of economic damage. Patches still moving in. Getting another mineral line. Jumy coming in from behind. He wants those tanks. Yeah, he's going to get them as well. He surrounds the battle mech army. Patch is bleeding out a lot of units. At the same time, though, where's the anti-air? Once again, no corruptors. The Banshees, they're popping up. More Lings. They pull away. Tanks were left behind. It's a bit of a blessing in the sense that Patches, he does at least maintain all these tanks. Does retain them. As Patches, the bottom right hand base is left alone, but last once again, Jumy, he harasses top right. Planetary's not done. Can we lift? Can we lift out of here? Oh no. Never mind. Banshees, they do cloak. Ultras, they go for the dive. Tanks a little bit late to get in position. But overall, nice kiting here from Patches. He shuts down all the Lings. This is the final army. This is all that Jumy has left. And he will lose that Broodlord. Broodlord goes down. Jumy, he's down to what? He's down to 3 Ultras. 3 Ultras. 1 Ling, 2 Infestors. Just barely an army. He can barely afford an army. And yo, a Mule Link. The Mule Hammer has arrived. Patch is taking another expansion. He's still maintaining his economy. There's not a greater economy here for Patches. Now, Patches does have momentum. And it's so important here, so crucial that he does deny these bases, right? Denies bottom left over and over again to make sure that Jumy just doesn't have a comfortable economy. Speaking of bottom left, it's going to go down. At the same time, Jumy attempts a roach for counterattack. Does attempt. Brutal lock-ons. Ultras taking a lot of hits. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 Ultras go down. Expensive losses. Nice blinding cloud, but it's too late. Too late. The Ultras already fell. Vipers overextend. The Cyclone's back. Mess up the Vipers. Another drone zone! It's not safe! Workers, they transfer it to Blue Flame Hellions. And it's a chaotic fight here for Jumy. He's rallying in with Roach Ravager. Patch is fighting out of range of the tanks, so there we go, he kites back. Ooh, miss rally. Oh god! Yeah, brutal miss rally here. He rallies in 2 Cyclones, rallies in 2 tanks. Expensive losses. Jumy catching up more reinforcements here, getting another Cyclone. Yeah, Patches, he's just trickling in. Unit after unit. Alright, turns back around. Again, we're getting messy. Notre Linea. As Jumy doing whatever he can here to just keep his opponent at bay, but now he's down to 45 workers. Again, barely any droning, barely any saturation. For quite some time now, Jumy just hasn't been able to remax. Welcome to Last Fantasy. Oh no. I think something that I found most interesting is that they both expand towards each other. I mean, you have to. They've both been expanding, or at least trying to expand towards the bottom left. And Jumy just hasn't been able to maintain those bases. Never has. Jumy once again trying to catch reinforcements, and he does. Does Let's catch reinforcements. The entire army rotates over. Jumy has to get the hell out of here. Once again, lack of overseers has been killing Jumy. These banshees, they've put in some work. Just never any overseers. I should say whenever there is one, they get sniped. Six overseers have gone down this game. There's one with the main army. It's clearing up all that creep. Jumy going for the expansion. Oh, nice fungal, nice wiles. That was brutal fungal here on the main army. The wiles. Oh my god, they didn't connect. So get Jumy has to get the hell out of here. Overseer goes down, no detection. He's holding on to one fungal. And the fungal will connect. Wiles, not quite. Does graze the army. And everything is going down. We get a blue flame heli run by once again getting 6 drone kills. Patches once again pushing in. He gains control of the high ground. Pulling Jumy apart. And Patches, he's maxing out. He's maxing out. The Hellbats are waddling in. They're waddling in, Pappy. Get out of here. We got some spike calls to hold on. We can buy some time. Oh god, oh god, oh no. GG gets called as Jumy, he attempts to go up the ramp, and Patches, he will take game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played, Patches. He will claim the initial lead in the series. Again, Jumy attempting to be cheeky here by off-racing, but he gets punished for it. He gets punished for it by attempting to play Zerg. Alas, I would imagine that Jumy, he's going to go back into what he does best, into Protoss for the rest of the series. We'll see. We shall see. Este Jumy. But GG well played. Patches, he pops off, he comes out on top. Again, Jumy gets punished. And we'll see how Jumy will approach game number 2, whether he commits to Zerg or he switches back to Protoss. We'll see. It's catching up with the chat. Patches is doing it. Yeah, Patches, he, I mean, Jumy, he had momentum early on. He had a really strong start to the game. I would say that Jumy, he committed too hard into Ultras. Ultras is a massive resource sink for minerals and gas, and we saw that it wasn't worth it. It was not worth it. The Ultras, they can do a great job when it comes to breaking siege lines, and I want to say they did break one, but once you get back into battle mech like Ultras, they're lacking, right? So they get kited to death. They're expensive units, of course, as well. We were lacking spellcasters for a while. I mean, it was just chaotic. It was just a very chaotic game. GG well played. Now we're getting into game number 2. There we go. Game 2. Game 2 is going to be on Persephone. Persephone is going to be the second game, and we have confirmation Jumy is switching back to Protoss. He's switching back. He's like, you know what? I've made a mistake here. Oh no. There's a reason why no one plays Zerg anymore. Smash. So switching back. Meanwhile, the rest of the bracket is underway, and we'll be able to catch up on that bracket after the series. We'll get there. Again, a lot of matches going on. I was definitely spoiled for choice. I definitely had a hard time picking and choosing what to jump into, but here we go. We're getting into game number 2, and we even have the map maker of this map in this series. I didn't even get to talk about it, but here we go. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the green. We have the green Terran player, the green Terran representing the Platinum Heroes, the creator of this map of Persephone. It is Patches. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Oh no, Jumy, he loves that map. He loves it. In the top left-hand corner, we have the German Protoss player for Streamer Zone. It is Jumy. Here we go. Ah, Jumy, he loves Last Fantasy. He loves it. I mean, as Jumy, he's talking about the map, but at the same time, Jumy, he was aping real hard on Last Fantasy. Just aping it up. So here we go. Jimmy's saying, of course, he doesn't have too much experience with Battle Mech, unfortunately. He needs to play more on the NA ladder. True. That's the problem. Clearly. Lie to him. As for now, we're settling into our game. Of course, welcome on all to Persephone. Persephone does have some unique features to the map, of course. We have the goal base in the center, we have the healing pad, we have the speed zones as well. Oh, the speed zones. As the banter continues between the players. Oh, right, of course. And Patches is leading the series. We'll fix that up. And we'll see how Patches will approach Game 2. As Patches, he did display some Battle Mech in Game 1, and there are definitely some niche builds you can go for incorporating mech in Terran vs. Protoss. I submit to you matches from Ryung, matches from Gumiho as well. Like, it is definitely possible, but in saying that, second Rax is on the way. Oh, going for what looks to be 3 Rax Sim here from the side of Patches. Or are we going for a 2-on-1, which is also a niche build in TVP, but not unheard of. There it is. Third Rax on the way, so it's going to be 3x here, 3x timing, 3x stim timing out of Patches. Very old school, very out of meta nowadays. We rarely get to see this. This was very much so in meta and kind of in vogue back during the Side Delta map pool. That would have been, what, 2 years ago at this point? It's been quite some time. And we'll see if he can catch Jumy off guard. Now again, the purpose here of this build is to build up a massive bio army and to hit that stim timing as hard as possible. It's going to be up to Jumy to recognize what's going on, and more importantly, to slow down the push to maybe even force an early stim. Oh, and Jumy spicing things up here, not going for a blink. I made the assumption, oh, just, 2-3 gate blink stalker into a standard game. No. DTs, Dark Shrine instead. And this can be a pretty strong way to deal with this. That if they do get behind the mineral line, not going to be zoned away. They do attempt to shade. Jumy pulls out. But especially with this 2-base play, we should be muling, right? So we should be muling our hearts out. So even though there is potential for scans, even though there are avenues here to gain detection, chances are Patches should be muling and he won't have a scan available, or he will have limited scans available. So DTs can do a great job at harassing and also engaging with the main army and slowing it down. We did mention, oh Jesus, this is a 4-Rax. This is even more committed. I assumed it was just going to be 3-Rax into like a CC or into a follow-up, but no, we have 4-Raxes instead. This looks more and more like a 2-base all-in. This does seem to be the case, especially with the 4th Rax, that Patches, he may just pull the boys with this. He may just pull the boys alongside the stim timing, as this is that much more committed. Jumy moving in. He does move in. DTs are on the way already. Dark Templar about to hit. Now we do have some scans. Patches, he's where the Twilight Count's opener. He's getting ready to move out. He does not see this until now. Yeah, DTs, they hit the bases here. Now there are scans available. It's okay. He has scans. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Where's the scan? There we go. Gets one. Barely doesn't get the other, but that's going to be 10 SCV kills. Ay. Not like this. And Jumy here, he can thrive, Bappy. And then, yeah, we just pull the boys. We just pull the boys. And we should be holding on to those scans. It's going to be all or nothing for Patches. And Jumy, he will miss this move out. The chat rush. Now, back at what do we have to defend? We have a shield battery. We have one immortal, 2 shield batteries even. I'll be honest, I do feel like Patches can break this location, but a lot of it I feel like will come down to whether or not he holds on to scans. There's a recall. There's a recall back home. He realizes no SCVs. He now knows. He's now aware. 2 immortals, 2 shield batteries. Can he hold the line? Dust him in. He steps on forward, trying to dive on those immortals. 2 Archons do morph in though. And they do so much splash damage. He gets 1 immortal, but the Archon volleys are brutal. Oh, good. Yeah, he just runs out. He runs out of save the Archons. They shut this down completely. The power of 2 Archons and 2 shield batteries. Oh, God. GG, it's called. And Jumy will tie the series 1-1. GG. Again, those Archons, they got so many hits off there on the Bio Army. They just completely annihilated it. And with that, we have an ace match. Let's go. GG. GG, well played. Here we go. As we're getting into game number 3, we're going to be getting into the ace match, and we'll see how this story ends. Let's go. As Jumy, of course, going to be committing to Protoss, and we'll see what kind of cheeky build Patches has up his sleeve this time. Let's go. Hold on. Just setting it. Right. We're heading in. We are heading in. Just making sure that we're good to go. Game 3 is going to be on Sandworm. Sandworm, of course, another TLMC 20 map. Okay. Yes, here we go. We're getting into the ace match here. Again, between Patches and Jumy. We're still committing here to Terran and Protoss. Unfortunately, no PvT. Jumy doesn't go for the trifecta. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Jumy realizes his great-grandfather was right. Only Protoss can be Terran. Ah, no. Let's go. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Sandworm, we have our green Terran player. The green Terran himself, representing the Platinum Heroes, being forced into the ace match. We'll see if he can bring it back. It is Patches. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the German Protoss player, the red Protoss, representing Streamer Zone. It is Jumy. We go. Have our ace match here, and again we had a cheeky build last game out of Patches, going for a 2-base all-in, going for a 4-rack stim timing with Pool and the boys, of course. Last Jumy, he was able to prepare in time. He had exactly what he needed. Hello, Patches. What's going on? As Patches, he will hide his first racks and potentially hide his second racks as well. Interesting. So initially we have a standard opener with a hidden first racks at the natural, but my eyes are on this second SCV. And there it is, second rack. So 2 racks Reaper here from Patches. And I love this because there's layers to this build. Basically, Jumy, he scouts, he sees, he's like, hold up, your racks is missing. Your racks is nowhere to be found, something is wrong. And if Jumy scouts the natural, which is common, he will see the racks and he will think that it's a standard game. He'll believe like, oh, okay, it's just a fake out, As there we go, he does get eyes on the racks. Jumy is aware. When really, we're still committing here to at least one other proxy racks. as Reapers are going to be on the way. Back at home, Jumy just setting up. Gate Cyber Expand, Standard Opener out of Jumy. And Patches, he will have potential. Max Angel in the bracket. Let's go. Yes, yes. We'll get to Max Angel age. We'll get there. We'll get there. Haha. Don't you worry. It'll be amazing. So we go as we're going for a proxy factory. We're going for a one base all in. Proxy factory on the way, not a command center. I would have assumed that Patches would expand from here, but no, never mind. Going for the factory. Going for the second factory? Wait, what? What is happening? What is happening? It's like, it's going proxy double factory? Okay, I mean, the Adepts will rock up. There's a full wall here at the ramp. Reapers, they will shut this down. Oh, this Adept does fall. Likewise, Jumy, he sees no expansion, but there could be a CC on the high ground. Jumy's in the dark. Meanwhile, Proxy Cyclone? Yeah, okay, Proxy Cyclone Hellion. I mean, it's weirding me out just because there's no add-on on the rack, so there's no add-on swap, so it delays the factory production here from Patches. But going Proxy Cyclone. We're getting there. Second Tech Lab, so double factory, double Cyclone production here from Patches. Now, it's going to take a while for this to really hit is the problem, as Jumy's been given more time to potentially scout and to build up an army, as he does go for a robo opener. Oh, and Patches, he's not aware. No, he is. He did see the robo. Now, a robo opener is just a very safe way to play. Very safe here. So early immortal production, earlier than normal. So the immortals are already building up. Second shield battery is done. Jumy is playing very safe. I'm going Cyclone into tank into into supply block. No, he's supply blocked. He killed his own Marine to try to break out, but he still cannot. Oof. So again, this is going to be delayed even further due to the supply block. There we go. Tanks on the way. Adept still confirms that there's no expansion. Jumy fanning out his units. Hey, we'll find this. Yeah, we'll confirm. Proxy factory. He knows. Lock on the Stalker. One Stalker goes down. Remember, there's no blink. There is no blink. Army's getting in position. Third shield battery's on the way. Jumy now knows. And now there's no surprise factor. But what's important is that Jumy, he will see the move out. And ideally, he wants to try to catch his army out in the open. Catch it unsieged. Does see the observer. To the siege. Up! Massive volley. Gets one Stalker. One Stalker goes down. The boys are being pulled. It's all coming together. Hopefully he's not too premature with the boys. Okay. Does bring it all together here. Jumy pulling back. There's a scan. And the boys are here. Nice lock on the first immortal. And again, Jumy, he's in a bit of trouble here. He has to kite back. Oh no! I missed rally. One tank goes down. So one tank already falls. The others are getting within range. Massive tank shots here on the Immortals. The Patches, he goes from 5 down to 4 tanks. He is slowly pushing forward. Getting within range. More shield riders going down. Boys are being pulled. Oh god. Boys being shut down. And now we commit 4 Immortals. Oh, they are tank busters. One Immortal goes down, tanks are now exposed, and the tanks are going to be cleaned up. Jumy, he will hold, he will shut this down. GG gets called. The power of the Immortal, as Jumy, he will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the next round. GG. GG, well played. Again, very safe play there by Jumy, just going for the initial robo opener, building up his Immortal count, and with that, will claim the series. GG, well played. With that, Jumy, he will advance on to the next round. And we are likewise going to be following Jumy into the quarterfinals. Exclamation mark, be in the chat to have a look back yourselves.